So Tomodachi Life is now out, and when I was trying to make myself, I was like, okay, they actually added black hairstyles this time. But the more I look at them, the more I was like, is this a good representation? And don't get me wrong, this is definitely a big step from the game that came out on the 3DS. Like compared to before, this is better. But when you actually go through the options, it still feels really limited. Like they have the braided styles, they have somewhat of the locks. But why do some of these look slightly textured versions of straight hair? It's like they tried, but what's really missing? As you can see, they have different long, straight hair, but as you go down more of the list, it gets more curlier and you see more Afrocentric styles. It's not that there's no representation at all, it's that the representation still feels surface level. It's like there's enough to say it's there, but not enough to feel accurate. But realistically, when you're making a character, you want it to look like you, and hair is such a big part. When the options don't really reflect the variety that exists, it just feels off. Like you can get close, but not all the way there. And what makes this even more interesting is that you can compare this to other Nintendo games, like Animal Crossing New Horizons. For the longest time, there was basically no black hairstyle representation at all. We had a few options, but nothing really reflected different textures or styles properly. Only when you update the game, you go through all the different days and you update your village. But in comparison, Tomodachi Life feels like progress. But at the same time, it also shows how low the bar has kind of been. Because this isn't just one game, it's a pattern, where games slowly add representation but becomes very basic versions first. And it takes years before it can actually start to feel complete. Meanwhile, everything else in games keeps evolving. Graphics, gameplay, worlds, but customization, especially hair, it always feels like it's playing catch up. And with Nintendo specifically, it feels like they focus a lot on simplicity and accessibility, which works for gameplay, but sometimes it may mean things don't go as deep as they could. And this feels like one of those areas. To be fair, this is a step forward. I'd rather have these options than nothing at all, but it also shows there's still room for improvement, because representation isn't just about including something, it's about including it properly. But what do you guys think? Do these hairstyles feel accurate to you? And are there other games where you notice the same thing? Because I feel like this is one of the things a lot of people notice but don't always talk about.